8 years, I'll kind of start there because, you know, I would get vertigo and it would last for months at a time. And all of my doctors were kind of stumped by it. I went through test after test and nothing came back. And so I was told that it was probably anxiety. I'm a mental health professional, and so I felt like it was not anxiety, and I was probably in a pretty good place to say that it wasn't anxiety. But from there, then I developed POTS in February of this year at the emergency room with my heart rate skyrocketing. They would give me some IVs and then discharge me, but they didn't know what was going on with me. Then they sent me to get a tilt table done, and I got the formal diagnosis of POTS. The doctor that did my tilt table is also a specialist for EDS, and so he diagnosed me with EDS shortly after that. Then I went to a gastroenterologist where I got diagnosed with gastroparesis. So it was just one thing after another, and during this time I was desperately trying to live my life the way that I normally did, and it was not working. So I had to take a leave from work for a while. I'm a mother of 2 young children, and I couldn't do the things with them that I enjoyed. I couldn't have date night with my husband anymore, and all of the things in life that I really loved, it felt like were kind of slipping away from me.
And
Lots of headaches, lots of neck pain. I'd gone to a neurologist for headaches for over about 1.5 years by that point. So just lots and lots going on. I was on Florinef and Midodrine, and then salt tablets, and salt tablets didn't sit well with me. My stomach couldn't tolerate them. The Florinef I wasn't able to tolerate, and then the Midodrine, I didn't like the way that it made me feel, and it didn't seem to actually help me at all. So I actually started to research, and I came across your book. So I read your book in addition to a ton of other literature about EDS and POTS, and your suggestion for Diamox. I have had that horrible head and neck pain for 15 years. So I got in touch with my doctor and said, you know, I did this literature review, I read this book, I want to try Diamox. It's really low risk, and if it doesn't work, then I'll just stop doing it. Sure. My doctor was wonderful and was willing to try that with me. We tried it, and all of a sudden that pain went away. I was bedridden during that time. I just couldn't get out of bed. And all of a sudden I could get out of bed. At my worst, I probably couldn't stand for longer than 30 seconds before my vision would start tunneling and I would almost pass out. I was good at catching it, so I would sit on the floor or lay on the floor awkwardly, but I would catch it before I did pass out. But then all of a sudden I could stand for 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden I could stand for 10 minutes. It was really, that was really life-changing for me. But I still had the gastrointestinal issues and the chronic fatigue, and the fatigue was just rotten. So as a mother of 2 young children, sleeping 16 hours a day isn't allowed. They don't they don't tolerate that. So when I saw that POTS Care had opened, I decided that I was really interested in it. I wasn't like 100% yet, but I'm friends and I work with a doctor who is also a person who struggles with a chronic health issue. And I asked her to take a look at POTS Care and tell me what she thought. And she said that that Dr. Driscoll was the most self-motivated researcher that she'd ever seen. To self-fund studies is pretty unheard of, and for her to do that, she thought I would get really good care here. So here. You were, yes. Yes. I have more energy than I've had for a long time. Dr. Diana, you know that I had so much energy one day that I exercised and I overdid it and set myself back a little bit. So for anybody thinking about coming, when you get some energy back and you feel good, don't do 45 minutes of cardio.
That's awesome. Good advice.
Right? I absolutely did. There's another woman here since I've been here, and her and I have gotten lots of chances to talk and see how things are going for each other, and we are definitely two distinct cases that are being treated in two distinct ways, which is really reassuring to know that you know the care that I'm getting isn't cookie cutter, that it's just for me. I think it goes even beyond that. I think that this place is really friendly. So, you know, I was treated as a distinct person, but it also just very warmly.
Great.
Thank you.